Hello, hello. There we go. Yes, there we go. Okay. Okay, so plan for today. I want to see about getting some Slayer done. Um, I also want to. I did some combat grinding. I realized I just needed to bite the bullet on it, and get my defense up to 60. Um, if I tried to do all of my combat through Slayer on this account, I think um, I would. It would take too long. So I'm going to just do Gemstone Crab till 60, base 60s on combat. Tonight, I'm not sure what I want to work on. I think a little bit of Slayer and maybe start Darkness of Halvale. Although I really do want to just get 60 defense before we do that so that we can do the quest for Piety. I don't know where the charter ship is to get to my boat because I left it at Port Roberts. So the charter ship to Port Roberts. Can I just take any charter ship? Because if so, I think there's a charter ship here. And if not, there's one in Brimhaven. But that's what it looks like. Let's go to Brimhaven. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good today. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I need to get back on top of gaming on this account. I think now that I have something I can AFK, it will be easier to get my motivation up and going. I edited a tiny bit today, but not a lot. So I'm going to edit more later tonight when I hop off stream. I also might have to call a short stream today. But we'll see. This one says it's very dangerous. Death, I'm just charting the sheet. I just drank a trapped soul. Let's go. That's pretty funny. I won't be doing that again. Okay, let's see what's in this bottle. It says it's very dangerous. It just hits me with lightning? Is that it? The avatar of creation smites you. Oh. All right. Okay, well, we're done here. Oh, I needed this, need to put stuff in the... Man, I can't deposit this medallion fragment. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I could. I don't know if it's even really worth it, because I don't think I can mount it. I also need 63 sailing to assemble it. So probably not going to keep it. If it ends up being something that I want, I can always come get more. I can always just grind that out. Okay, on to the Slayer grind. Maybe we can get to 50 today. That would be nice. Big Slayer hours. Slay. I want to get a U short bow fletched before we go too far. I want to use that for Slayer for ranged. So I'm going to make one down here real quick. There's a nice spot for making you bows. Do I have an axe? I just realized I probably don't have an axe. I think there's a freaky forester here though with a free bronze axe. Can't remember where he's at. There it is. Perfect. Jesus takes forever. Cool, we got it. Finally. The newest Zomboid patch, it's fine. I don't know. I just think I'll run into the same problem I have with survival crafting games that I always have. I'll miss a day. Feel like people get way too far ahead and then just lose interest because I feel like I missed a lot of the game. This is also a unique game where, like, Project Zomboid is a game where I take it, like, pretty seriously, I think. I like to have a challenge in the game. And Project Zomboid is very hard. And I don't think, like, to me, the idea of a hardcore Zomboid world is very appealing, even if it's super hard. I think it's a lot more doable on a group game. You just have to be careful. But I don't know. I would like to do that one time, but also, like, I can't. Yeah, you do always have something to do, but I don't know. My motivation after missing a day drops pretty hard. So, and I know that like you're right. The progression in Zomboid isn't the same as it is in other games. But you buy 2,000 steel arrows. That should be enough. I might hop off soon too. It might be a super short stream. People said that they wanted to play Dota tonight, and there's a new Dota patch. But I want to at least get in the position to AFK some Slayer. Worst case scenario, I'll set up my treadmill behind me so that I can move in between Dota games for different tasks. The other thing I could do is just set up for Crab on second monitor. I have a lot to do this week, so streams might be a little few and far between, which sucks, right? But like, I don't know. I don't know if I got it cut out in me to be a streamer. At least not for like a dedicated game. But or just like in general, a content creator, I mean. But I mean, we've made it this far. I do want to see this account out at the very least. I do think it's a super cool account. So I do want to keep playing this account and editing videos for it. But I'll stream when I can, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably just stream whenever I'm playing it, but I'm feeling a little bit of the crunch of time now that I have a child. Yeah. Yeah, it's just figuring that out. But it'll just have to, it's just a side thing, right? Like it's just for fun. And I should view it that way. I shouldn't view it as like trying to make it super serious. Sorry, I zoned out there thinking about the YouTube series. I do want to keep editing videos, and like I've said before, they just come slower. It's still going to be a labor of love, but that's all it's going to be, right? Like, and that's okay. I did end up getting, I don't know. It's like it's going to be busy. It's just going to be busy with the kid. So, Just take it at a little slower pace, I guess, which is fine. I do want to get myself an Avis device. And then we can go do some Slayer. I've kind of thought about what I want to do for this account in regards of progression, because I've just thought about tossing the trying to keep my health points low idea out the window, because I do feel like it is restricting a lot of what I can do on the account. But I'm not sure. I think I have Greater Demons as a Slayer task. Gotta do the hydration checkpoint. Stay hydrated, gamers. But yeah, I've thought about tossing the Song of the Elves requirement out the window, because if I did that, yo, what up, Captain Conway? How's it going? But if I did that and then just did, like if I wasn't so worried about rushing Song of the Elves, I could start doing stuff like Barrows. I could do Chasm of Fire. 1 second. I could do Barrow. I could start doing Barrows and Moons. I could start working towards Chambers with, like, if I can do Moons, then I can get Addle, and Addle will let me do Chambers, and it will let me do TOA. I can start working away at TOA. I can do it just opens the doors for a lot of bossing. I could do Royal Titans for the prayer scrolls there, which are huge. It would be great. So I have thought about that. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Although I think it's actually better for stuff like Slayer, and the less stressful content. Like, I ended up doing, I don't know, probably like 20-ish hours of prayer flicking on my way to 48 Slayer. Because I just prayer flicked it all. I trained melee, my attack up to 60, I think, and then switched to defense. And I just trained melee the whole time. I think I did a little bit of range, but not a ton. I will do range up to 60 now, though. I want to get the Ardone Hard Diary requirements out of the way. Because that will let me get the 10% pickpocketing boost across anywhere in the game, which will be really big for master farmers. That means I can 100% success rate at level 94 thieving. So that would be good. But yeah, 60 range would be great. I don't know where I prayer flick in super intense combat, like flicking. Because the clicker idea is great if I don't have to move my mouse. But as soon as I have to move it, it kind of sucks. I wonder how much one is, though. I'm going to check on Amazon after the stream. Thanks for reminding me, Conway. There's 46 range. Okay. This is probably not the best spot for AFK and Greater Demons, but you know what? We're gonna take it. Because I need to move. I mean, like, I can wait for this one guy to respawn, I guess, but... Um... 27 more demons. It's gonna be a while till we hit 50 Slayer, but that's what's required for whatchamacallit? Sins of the Father. The other thing that I've been thinking about with hard locking my account to Song of the Elves is it restricts your progression so much. Like, if I were to not worry about hit point levels, and just go for it, I could do a lot more. But I'm wondering what I would do besides just train AFK combat. Like, sure, I could be doing TOA, but why? Like, what's the... I mean, like, Fang, right? Fang would be huge. Lightbearer, also big. But, I don't really remember what's on the TOA drop table. Sorry, my washer's beeping at me. I don't know what's on the TOA reward table that would be good for an ultimate. I know there's herbs, but I can't remember what. Same with chambers. I'm going to Google that right now because I'm curious now. Let's see, rewards. Loot table. So obviously the purples, right? Purples would be great. It does give gold ore, noted. Noted gold ore is always good. A whole bunch of noted stuff. Mantas, gems, potato cactus, that's just a drop, right? Like, I just dropped that. It's a secondary for battle magic potions, which is like 76. Yeah, so that's just a drop. I wonder how many of these things I'm just going to be dropping. Coconut milk, drop. Lily of the Sands, drop. Any seeds I'm keeping. Dragon Medhelm is just money, which I don't really care about. Like, it's nice, but... Magic Seed, I also think is a drop. So there's, like, plenty of stuff in here that I would just drop. Mahogany logs. They're noted, so that one actually might be something that goes in the looting bag. Dragon Dart Tip, I think, is just a drop, unfortunately. Sell, I mean, but, like... What about chambers? Because I feel like that's an okay... it's an okay reward. Chambers of Zarek rewards. I know you can get, like, Mithril ore. Rewards. Ancient chest. So obviously the purples, right? Again, pretty obvious upgrades. You can get runes and arrows, which are good. Death, blood, and soul runes. I really need to get myself a rune pouch. You can get a bunch of herbs. You can get a ton of herbs from chambers. Silver ore, gold ore, coal, addy, mithril, rune. So a whole bunch of smithing supplies, which would probably just go in the rune or in the looting bag. I think gold ore. What's in my looting bag? How full is it? Just herbs. Yeah, Chambers is sick. Like the herbs, you get so many herbs. I think Chambers is better. The Pure Essence sucks. You can get noted planks. That would be so baller. Dynamite, which is whatever. Torn Prayer Scroll, that's fine. Dark Relic, that's just XP, right? That's an XP lamp. $50 times the skill level. Oh. Okay. That's pretty good. Can you do herb lore? Yes. Oh, and if it's not on that list, then you get less XP. So it would be like 7K. Probably like 8K herb lore XP. It's not nothing. Saltpeter, I don't even know what you use that for. Lizardman Fangs, that kind of sucks. Ancient Tablets, fine. Can you mount Zarek's Talisman, though? I don't know if you can, so that's kind of just a bummer drop. Zarek's Talisman. Mount. Can I mount it? It can be mounted, but you need 5,000 Lizardman Fangs in order to mount it. That's not bad. That's not terrible. We could do that. Okay, we're at 46 range. This is going by so slow. I should have picked up some armor. Maybe what I do actually is melee this. Although I want 47 ranged for tears. Tears of Guthix. I don't know. Maybe I just do range on Crab. I can get through demons a ton faster with the DSim. It does mean I have to prayer flick, but let's try her out. It's so much faster. Like, it's just so much better. I can stop the treadmill. I need to turn on numpad keys on my... So how I did it was I had mouse keys on. So how it works is you can use your 5 on the numpad to click the mouse. And then I could just prayer flick for hours. I don't have auto retaliate on. But that lets me prayer flick with my hands off the mouse. And that was the challenge for running, right? Like, moving on the treadmill while I have my hands on the mouse might move the mouse off the position that I needed it. But this way I have there's no way I can move the mouse because my hand's not on the mouse. But I can still prayer flick, which is really nice. I might just turn this volume off though. Maybe I'll just mute the rune light volume on stream. There we go. Just turn off the rune light audio. Otherwise, you guys are gonna hear prayer flicking for years. But yeah, if I can, I'm very seriously debating whether or not I just toss the Song of the Elves Rush out the window. I mean, like both is super important, right? But getting herbs is yeah, rush for real. On an iron account, it's a grind. Takes forever on any iron account. But if you if you don't have access to miscellanea, it's just even longer. It's just that much longer. Miscellanea is so good. If I went back and did it again on my other iron, I would, like on the non-ultimate, I would definitely put so much more time and money into miscellanea. I was like, this is so expensive, I can't upkeep it. But no, it's like 100% worth it. Spend a couple hours, grind out some gold, and dump it into miscellanea. I just don't think I had a good concept of how to make gold back then, though, so it was hard. But there was also just like stuff I'd rather do, right? Which is exactly what exactly why I haven't done construction on this account, right? Like, I don't want to do construction, even though I know it's just so good. Getting my construction up to have tellies and then just making telly tabs instead of having 5 dedicated inventory spots for runes would just go so hard. Like, it would be so good. Such a big quality of life, but I'm not, I don't want to do it. So it's sat on the bench for a while. What are we listening to? Okay, this is good. Almost done with the Greater Demon task. Ooh, love that voice crack. I hope we get a good task next. But doing Slayer on this account is such a grind. Because I either end up prayer flicking or going back for a lot of food, and there's just no way to restock food very well. And I don't have tanky armor, right? That's the other problem. I guess another thing about the Song of the Elves requirement, right? Like if I toss that out the window, I will need a weighted vest. Because as soon as that goes out the window and I open up the doors for mid-game gear, the weight is going to be a big requirement. It's gonna go up a lot. The average weight I'll carry around is gonna go up a lot. which is good for content, right? But a pain in the butt. $12 more to go. It is much faster than just using the longbow though, the U-bow. Pull up locked UIM. Oh. Like when I have to go climb up things. That's an interesting idea. I did think about like swimming when this account has to swim. I didn't think about pull-ups when this account has to do pull-ups though. Someone mentioned a ladder. Like get myself a ladder and climb up the ladder whenever my character in-game climbs up the ladder. And that's an interesting idea. Pull-ups might be hard though. I don't know where I'd mount the pull-up bar. I have a doorway close by, but I don't think I can mount a pull-up bar on it. It's got the heating vent, like air ducts, right above it, so there's not even like the space above the door that you can usually use. But dude, I've been wanting to do more 5Ks and run run longer distances. I might do one later tonight. I would really like to. Somebody's want to play Dota. Dota got a new patch today, or not today, but like recently. And I would enjoy playing some Dota with them. It's been a long while. So we'll see how long I'm on tonight, but they already sent out the call, but I don't know that I want to play without a full 5. Conway, when are you doing pull-ups with me? We can do pull-ups together. We'll get shredded together. How about that? I'm a little twig. I have no upper body strength, so we can go through that journey together. I don't know how stacked or not stacked you are, but I think I'd be willing to match you in pull-ups. Maybe I'm making a mistake here, but that'd be fun, right? Like that would be cool. Okay, I need to start the treadmill here for a second. Aggression timer. Aggression, reset the aggro. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. I think stepping out this far will reset it. I've been doing pull-ups thrice a week at the gym for 3 months. It's a good starter for back training. When I first started the gym 2 years ago, I could only do one. I can do a couple. I think I can do like 5 or 6. But yeah, dude, like, so maybe I am making a mistake by saying I'll match you on the pull-ups, but that's what streaming is good for, right? Like, you get to create a community that like makes you do, it pushes you, right? And you can interact with them. Like, it's just cool. So I don't know where I would do pull-ups, but if I can figure out a way to do them, I'll try and think of a way to do them. And if I can think of where I could mount a pull-up bar, then I'll take you up on that. I need to do more core training and then strength training if I'm going to run. I just haven't got to the gym. I don't really want to do it at home, but I could and I should. Five more demons to go. Trying to think of what my armor set is going to be for like mid-game. Low weight armor. I haven't really looked into that. I was counting on crystal. I guess blue moon, right? Like I already said, blue moon would be a thing. So if I break the but I need tanky gear to get the blue moon, right? Like you need good tanky gear to get moon's gear, and I don't know what I'd use. I don't really just want to use full rune. That's kind of not that great, but Barrows weighs a heck ton, so kind of stuck on that. I'm sure I'd figured it out, but have to sit down and figure that out. There's a tuna on the ground. Cool. Okay. I think after I finish this demon, we'll get the next task, see what it is, and depending on what it is, I'll probably, like I said, it was probably just a short stream tonight. We're not that far in, but I might call it after this. We'll see. I do really just need to grind up combat, so that's not exactly super fun. But I did want to at least pop on the stream today, say hi. But again, we'll see. I guess I can TP out now, huh? Hydration checkpoint. Get hydrated, gamers. Oh, I didn't actually pray at the altar. What I really should be doing for Slayer is I should just grind out. Like the most optimal way to do this is grind out so much thieving and then stock up on Renars, make a butt ton of prayer potions and then just not worry about prayer flicking, right? Because prayer flicking is what burns me out. If I can get like a crazy amount of prayer potions, but I mean like thieving for prayer potions, right? So it's trading one burnout for another, just depending on which one I want to do. I think that the thieving grind is pretty garbage. But we'll see. Gonna get me some cake. I did try thieving at Port Roberts. It was pretty good, but it wasn't what I expected. It's kind of funky. The stalls there work different than other stalls. They refresh after 2.4 seconds, and then you auto thieve from them, and you can thieve 4 times before you have to move to a different stall because a guard will stop at the stall. Like they walk around in a circle, and then they'll stop at the stall to check to like check on it, see if people are stealing, I guess. I already just did that hydration checkpoint, so I'm gonna do it again. Surprise! The XP isn't quite as good as I thought because of that. It still probably will go crazy at Cannonballs. I still think Cannonballs is crazy XP. But until I get to 87, I can't do Cannonballs. So, which is like 4 mil XP, something like that. So maybe I should do some blackjacking, but let's go get ourselves another Slayer task. I've been using Vanica. What am I going here for? "16 tasks. I have 86 points. I should probably point boost so that I can get a rune pouch. But it's kind of annoying to point boost on the treadmill. I have to run everywhere. So I've just been doing it the old-fashioned way. This is an interesting song. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I'm gonna skip it. I want to find some different music though. Can't remember. There's a song that I was looking for, but I can't remember who it's by. Of course, right? So. But it's fine. I'll find it eventually. I'll just toss on some metal for now. Cool. Okay, Vanica. Jog over to him and get a good task. Hopefully I'll keep my fingers crossed. Okay, let's see what you got for me. Anku, that's a fine one. Can go to Corend for that. Oops, wrong Tully. Cool. This is a pretty quick task, I feel like, so I think I'm gonna see this one out. Catacombs of Corend would be a great place to get tasks if I got a Bone Crusher. Because burying bones here restores your prayer. So it means even if I miss up on flicks, or I get lazy every once in a while and just want to let my prayer and not flick, that I could restore it. A Venator bow would go hard too here because it's all multi-combat. That's a long way down the line though. Not really worth it, I don't think. Especially on the ultimate, but can't store it. There's a 53 defense. We're getting there, slowly and surely. What a lovely game. So interactive. I'm gonna check my looting bag real quick because I think there's blood runes in there, but I guess I can't check it in combat. That's unfortunate. Yeah, thanks, Bob. It's a pretty big milestone, not gonna lie. When I hit 572, I will have crossed 20% of the U.S. And I didn't die of dysentery, so you know, Oregon Trail dream. I'm doing pretty good. It's easy to get like lost in the sauce and be like, oh, my My account's not progressing. But I gotta remember, like, the IRL gains are real, too. The Panama Canal 10 times. Is it 50 mile? Like, 50-ish miles? $55. Okay, okay. Oh, dude, I'm goobering up this prayer flicking. Another week and you'll be at 10x the Panama Canal. That's pretty crazy. What's that? 58 health? Not exactly a level I want to see go up, but we'll take it, I guess. I don't know what the drop rates or loot table are for doing the Panama Canal are, though. Dude, they're garbage. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty not the best. You have to pay to use it, is what I heard. So, you know. Dead content. Not dead content, but it's pay to win for sure. I don't got that kind of money. How are you doing, though, Bob? What are you up to? What are you grinding? Ad in the middle of you riffing? No, I'm sorry. Let me know when you're back. Bob. He got hit with an ad. He got hit with an ad while he was talking. I think it should be over now. Bro, I am not prayer flicking very well. And in multi-combat, when you miss a prayer flick, you just get smacked. Unfortunate. Welcome back, Bob. Sorry about the ads. I have them down like as low as I can. But Twitch needs their slice, right? So, yay capitalism. Nothing wrong with grinding while you grind. True. True. The double grind. I'm keeping the treadmill on for that reason. I stopped it at the Greater Demons, but I think I just want to be on it today. So I sat down a lot today. I did go on a walk with the wife and the kiddo, but I want those law runes. Went on a nice mile-long walk. Yeah, we did a little bit of combat over the weekend, Gemstone Crab, but that was about it. A tiny bit of thieving. I did make it to Port Roberts and did some sailing to get there. Made it to Port Roberts and did a tiny bit of thieving. Dude, I wish that I had good knees, but apparently bad knees run in my family. Cause yeah, I feel that. I maybe about a month, 2 months now, 2 months ago ish. I messed up my knee really bad doing chambers on the treadmill and had to take a break for a while, but and that kind of threw me out of the loop, I think. I don't know that I've been. Yeah, they should try walking. They said it was in the jeans, so I suggested shorts too, but no luck there. Oh, wrong telly. Oh, and we get hit with the hydration checkpoint. You gotta hydrate, gamers. We only got 10 Anku left. Then we can hit the next task, and I think I'm hopping off after this task. I'm gonna AFK some gemstone crab. I'm gonna range it to range up to 60, and I'll use melee on Slayer. Melee is just so much quicker. Re-upping on my prayers, hydrate. That's a good idea, but no, I set a whole bunch of checkpoints around the map. I should do that. I should add that to the list of hydration. Just any altar, I should label as a hydration checkpoint. Oh, I don't know why I'm going this way, but there's a couple hydration checkpoints, around the map, like the gate between Lumbridge and Al-Kharid. I don't know why my mind was frozen there for a second. And then the GE, entering or leaving the GE is a hydration checkpoint. But yeah, we've had people people just suggest them. Do you have one that would be a good hydration checkpoint? I guess the prayer one, but any other ideas? I don't know why this song's on my metal playlist. Banking. We're on the ultimate, so no banking here. There should be a plugin for it using that timer that RuneScape has running. Been running to do hydration checkpoints. I could do a timer. I feel like with the timer, it's like a reset it if I hit a hydration checkpoint. Like an in-game checkpoint, right? Otherwise, drink. To the timer. Like anytime I go to a hydration checkpoint, drink. And if... and then reset the timer to whatever it was. Every time I shop. I think the prayer one's good. What about like anytime I interact with any NPC? Is that too frequent? Oh, bless me with them law runes. Be like me, antisocial and dehydrated. I think I talked about this last time I streamed, but I don't know if you've seen the Brita water filter like memes that they have. They have an Instagram page. I'm not on Instagram very much, but my siblings like to send me memes through Instagram, so every now and then I'll hop on. But the Brita, like the official Brita water filter page, has memes about being dehydrated and like staying hydrated, because of course they would. And there's one with a singing shark. It's this guy in a shark costume, like from the Taylor Swift halftime show. way back, and it goes so hard. It's like it's pretty funny. 5 more Anku. I don't know that it was Left Shark memes, but it was the same. It was the same outfit. At least I think it was. It looked really similar to Left Shark. But yeah, the Left Shark memes, dude. Left Shark was so good. Man, I'm just hitting zeros. I need to go buy a Dragon Dagger when I'm grinding combat out or doing any sort of combat. Have the specs going. Four more. I don't want to have to refill my prayer again. I'm gonna flick. For the last 3. Harlander seed. That might be worth picking up. I think I have them in my seed box. Slayer is so slow. I forgot how slow it is. That's just another reason why I kind of want to grind thieving, though. Because that lets me steal cannonballs that I can just use in the Dwarven multi-cannon. And with sailing, I have access to a spot to store cannonballs now. So that would be pretty baller. Not enough space for Harlander seed. Unfortunate. Maybe I do just drop it. 17 tasks, 94 points. There's another hydration checkpoint. I want to go see what the next task is. If it's another short one, maybe I stick around for it, but... Okay, let's jog over to Vanica. I don't know why. I think my treadmill's not... It feels like my treadmill's not straight today. I think it might be slightly crooked. Like, as in alignment with the desk. Circumstances where I have weight at this point? Honestly, not a lot. Quests is the main one. I've been thinking about it though, like if I do, like we talked about earlier, if I do chuck the like if I start just doing combat besides, I need a shield for this. Yeah, smithing. Smithing sucks. If I want to do something like smithing, let's see, smithing construction. I'm gonna go to Gemstone Crab and park the account there, and then I'm gonna hop off for today. Had to be a short stream, but I might no, I want to. I might. I said I was gonna hop on later, but no, I'm gonna AFK combat and edit a video later tonight. So anyway, back to your question, Bob. Anytime I'm doing sailing is stationary unless I have to move on the boat. So no worries. Sailing is interesting. It's fine. It definitely gets better as a skill once you pass like level 30. So as far as weight goes, I've been thinking about tossing. Like I'm trying to keep my hit points low for Song of the Elves, but I've been thinking about just tossing that out the window and just going for it. And if I do that, then I think I'll need to carry weight a lot more because I'll need to go do Barrows for Barrows gear, and that weighs a lot so that I can do Moons for Addle and Blue Moon gear. Once I have that, I can toss the Barrows gear, and I should be able to keep weight pretty low, but I'll still need to have some sort of weight. Then I think I go to Chambers from there if I do any raids. But I might just be doing a lot of Slayer and herb runs, because if I can get if I can get the herb sack and get to, is it Necreals? Aberrant Spectres at 60. Aberrant Spectres drop so many herbs. I could just like range AFK Aberrant Spectres and get so many herbs. But that requires prayer flicking, so kind of sixes, but why is my dude running? What is happening? Interesting. So yeah, there's like as soon as I break into that spot where I'm doing more combat, I'm gonna have to have armor. So I've thought about that a lot. Okay. All right, I'm gonna park here and call it for today, I think. So I can just hop worlds here whenever Crab disappears. And I'll be good. Okay. Thanks for tuning in the stream. Sorry it was pretty short today. But I did want to hop on at least for a little bit. I'm going to edit some more video tonight, hopefully. I edited a tiny bit today, but not as much as I would like to. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Captain Conway. It is always nice to chat with you guys. So, okay, I'm hopping off for now. Thanks. Peace.